it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am coming to you today from Disney's private island, Castaway Cay in the Bahamas. It is just about lunchtime here. I am about to head to Cookies BBQ to check out what the 2025 offerings are and to do a little lunch review. So without further ado, let's head to Cookies. I just grabbed all my food from Cookies BBQ and grabbed a table underneath here. They have plenty of covered seating with big picnic tables. You also can take your food down to the beach, so if you got one of the beach umbrellas and wanted to eat on the sand, they are a-okay with you doing that as well. So I got a slew of everything, so I'm going to start off with the entrees and then move on to dessert. My first plate that I got had a lot of barbecue classics on it. That's what this is here at Cookies BBQ. It is an island-style barbecue. The chefs come out from the ship and cook out here on the island and prepare it for you, so there really is no need to go back to the ship, especially because this is the only time that you're getting a barbecue lunch, and it's perfect, I think, when you're here on the island to have all of these delicious barbecue-style foods to enjoy. So my first plate was a pretty classic barbecue plate. I ended up getting chicken leg, a rib, coleslaw, macaroni salad, and cornbread. Can't get more classic barbecue than that. As you go down the line, you will notice a lot of different offerings. They start off with some cold items and move into the hot barbecue items and end with dessert. So let's do the review in the exact order that the buffet is set up here on Castaway. So I grabbed both the macaroni salad and the coleslaw from the cold items. And I went with both of these because they did not seem to be drenched in mayonnaise. For me, that is the make or break with a macaroni salad or a coleslaw or a potato salad. If it's really got a lot of mayo on it, like you'll see in the potatoes, really had a lot of mayo, they were not up my alley. They looked like too much for me, so I went with the macaroni salad and the coleslaw. Coleslaw, super crunchy cabbage, not a lot of mayonnaise on it at all. I actually added it to the burger that I'm going to talk about later. That made for a really nice bite. So that was really nice and fresh and cold out here on this warm day. The macaroni salad, I'm not usually a macaroni salad person, and again, because it was a lighter dressing, it was almost more of a vinaigrette dressing than it was a coleslaw heavy dressing. That was really nice. Some nice light spices on it. And the thing that made this salad for me was the bites of, they were like a mild cheddar cheese in it, big chunks of cheese in it. That made it for me. The cornbread was tasty, very approachable cornbread. However, there are jalapenos in it. A lot of cornbreads have jalapenos, a lot of them don't. This one does. So if you are very picky or have a kid that might be put off by that, just know that the cornbread on Castaway Cay does have jalapenos in it. All right, on to the chicken and the ribs. The chicken especially was very, very moist, very juicy. The chicken cuts were a chicken leg and then cut up pieces of what looked like chicken breast to me that still had the bone in it. I got one of the legs, and the outside skin was super charred from the grill, and that's where all the flavor comes from, but they really maintained the moist juiciness in the interior of the meat. A little bit of a darker meat, of course, on a chicken leg, but that means that it's packed with flavor, and I can tell that the grill flavor really got into the chicken, which was really nice. If you're a rib person, definitely make sure you grab the ribs. It's one of the crowning glories out here on the Castaway Cay BBQ are those ribs. If you like a lot of rib sauce though, these did not have a lot of sauce on them. So good news though, they do have a condiment station where they've got ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce. You can add more barbecue sauce, or if you like ketchup on your ribs, you can add that as well. I think that the ribs needed that. They were not dry, but they definitely needed that little bit of barbecue sauce, because even just looking at them, to me, they didn't quite have enough of that barbecue sauce, but they do have that here for you to be able to add it. So that rounds out my classic barbecue plate, and I also got a second plate of things. This is a change from Castaway Cay since the last time I've been here a year ago. The vegan and vegetarian option out here now is an Impossible Burger. It used to be a veggie burger. You know what a veggie burger is. It's got all the different vegetables and beans all mashed up together, and then the patty is formed. Impossible Burgers are the imitation meat, and that is what they have, and I love that they have made that change. A veggie burger is fine for what it is, but if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, you're going to want the Impossible Burger out here. I grabbed one of those Impossible Burgers as well. You can also get it with vegan cheese. I just got regular American cheese on it, but if you want to go full vegan, they have vegan cheese available for you as well. This was cooked really nicely. It was on a nice soft roll. Lettuce, tomato, cheese on it, and I actually added the coleslaw onto the burger because I thought that really made for a nice extra crunch, and because it wasn't drenched in the mayo, it didn't overtake any of the flavors on the burger at all. Fresh roll out here, fresh burger, really, really nice, and great option for vegetarians and vegans. Another vegetarian option out here is the corn on the cob. I gave that a try. Unfortunately, that was a little bit soggy. I like when corn on the cob is nice and crispy, when those kernels pop when you bite into it. This felt like it had been sitting in the water or the butter broth, whatever they had it in, for just a little bit too long for my liking, so I'd skip that next time. But what surprised me, I decided to try the vegetarian bean chili. This was a hot item that was served with the meat section, and this was actually spicy. This had some heat to it. There were black beans, chickpeas, some peppers in it, really nice flavor to it. You can tell that they had been sitting in the sauce for a long time, which was great because the beans absorbed all of those flavors. And like I said, there was like a warm, it's not curried, but it is a spiciness to it that is definitely something that I did not expect out here at the barbecue. And a lot of times when you have Disney spice, it's not actually really hot. This provided a little bit of punch of heat. Overall, this is an outdoor barbecue style lunch. It is exactly as advertised. You've got classic barbecue style foods. They also had hot dogs. I didn't end up grabbing one of those. And of course they had regular burgers as well. So if you are in the market for either of those, they have those. They have soft drinks. All of your soft drinks are included with the price of any Disney cruise, and that includes here on Castaway Cay. They also have a really nice fresh fruit stand. Earlier in the day before lunch, I grabbed a plate of watermelon, papaya. They had grapes, they had mango. I grabbed a plate of that and actually took it down to sit at the water's edge with my feet in the water to enjoy some fresh fruit. I mean, come on, you can't get better than that in the Bahamas. They're actually cutting up the fruit right at the fruit stand too, so it's super fresh. And they also have the ice cream machines out here. You can serve yourself. I'm sailing on the Disney Wish right now, and the Disney Wish class ships, the Wish and the Treasure, you can't serve your own ice cream, and I miss that. I love on the Dream and the Magic class ships that you can serve yourself with the ice cream, so I actually get to do a little taste of that and get to serve myself out here on Castaway with the ice cream. And speaking of ice cream, let's talk about the dessert offerings. Okay, so before I dig into my dessert, a couple important things to note about the barbecue offerings here on Castaway Cay. They actually have 2 barbecue locations. They are exactly the same food offerings. One of them is near to the family beach called Cookies. That's the one I'm at right now. And there's another one called Cookies 2. Again, it's the exact same. That's closer to the kids' play area and over more near where you rent out the cabanas. So really, it just depends on whichever one you are seated or located closer to. That's the one I would go to. They see about the same amount of folks, the same amount of people. One's not more or less crowded than the other one, and they offer the exact same food offerings. However, if you are 18 or older, 18 plus, I would suggest heading to the Serenity Bay barbecue area. That's the adults area here on Castaway Cay. They have unique offerings over there. So you will find all of the same ribs, chicken, burgers, hot dogs, all of the things that they have here at Cookies, you'll also find over there, but they also serve up fresh grilled steaks over there at the adult area. They do not have that here at the regular Cookies or Cookies 2 barbecue. So if you are an adult and you love steak, definitely head to the adult area at the Serenity Bay barbecue. You can take the tram. You can also walk, but it's kind of a far walk. So I would hop on the Serenity Bay tram and definitely have my lunch over there. It's also a lot quieter than it is here at the Family Beach barbecue over at Serenity Bay. On to dessert, best part of the meal in my opinion, always. I grabbed a few of the offerings here. They have the classic Castaway Cay chocolate chip cookies. I got 2 of them for a reason I'll let you know in a minute. I also got one of the brownies, and they had a lemon raspberry loaf today as well. So of course I picked up one of those too. Let's start with the lemon raspberry loaf. That was like a breakfast loaf consistency, almost muffin-like to me. Would have been perfect with coffee. So I wish I had like a nice tall cold brew out here to have with that. The lemon zestiness flavor really came through in that, almost like the flavor of a lemon poppy seed muffin without the poppy seeds. And they did have bursts of raspberry in it that added a nice textural contrast to it. The raspberries were nice and tart, so was the lemon, so that cut through the sweet vanilla-y flavor of that loaf. Okay, cookies and brownies I'm going to review at the same time, because the ice cream is unlimited, because it is complimentary, and because it is right here at Cookies Barbecue. Why would you not make your cookies and brownies a la mode? You have to. So I went up to the ice cream machine with my brownie on a plate. I got some vanilla ice cream to pair with my brownie. I think it needs the ice cream because this is a cakey brownie. You get a lot of chocolate fudge flavor from it, but it's not a gooey brownie. It is a cakey brownie, definitely more cake-like. The ice cream really helps it. The ice cream is nice and cold. It cuts through that cake-like texture. Really fantastic with the ice cream. I highly recommend getting it with the ice cream. And you may also have noticed that I got 2 chocolate chip cookies here. That is because later on this afternoon before I head back to the ship and before this closes down here, I'm gonna make an ice cream sandwich. 2 of those chocolate chip cookies, sandwich your favorite flavor of ice cream between them. I love vanilla, but it would probably be good with any of the flavors. These have really big chocolate chunks in them, these cookies, and these are really, really yummy. I love them. I love doing an ice cream sandwich out here on the beach mid-afternoon. I definitely recommend adding ice cream. Even if you got 1 cookie, I would put ice cream on top of it because it really bumps up and elevates both the brownie and the cookie out here this afternoon. And that is going to do it for me here today at Cookies Barbecue here on Castaway Cay. If you've ever taken a Disney cruise, let us know. Leave a comment what you thought of your lunch at Cookies Barbecue, or maybe you ate over at the adults area at Serenity Bay. Let us know. And if you're planning a Disney cruise, let us know what you're most excited to try here at the barbecue style island lunch. A reminder that this and all of our videos are brought to you by WDW Magazine. Link is in the video description to subscribe. And if you liked this video and want to see more content just like this, please give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Much more content coming your way. Again, my name is Maria. Thanks again for following along, and I will see you in the next magical escape.
Start your WDW Magazine membership and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format, glossy magazine is filled with tips, secrets, history, and so much more. Become a member and don't miss another month of magic.